I'm sorry I'm a day behind on Vlogmas. We didn't release a video yesterday, so you're getting two today. The reason there wasn't a video is because not a whole lot happened yesterday, but at the same time, so much happened because we saw Rogue One and I really want to talk about it. So today you're getting two videos. One will be the normal daily vlog, and right now we are going to have a chat about Rogue One because I have so many feelings about this movie. Before I say anything else, this is very, very spoilery, and I do not want you to see this movie knowing anything. I feel like it is very important that you see this movie and not know a damn thing that's about to happen. Well, except for the obvious, of course, because we do know that they are getting the plans of the Death Star. We do know that. However, there are a lot of surprises in this movie, and this conversation I'm gonna have with you, again, copious notes, because that's how I roll. This is going to be very like stream of consciousness. I don't know that any of this is going to go in order, but if you've seen the movie, like, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Hopefully this makes some sense. Let's just do this. The first thing that I really loved about Rogue One were just the characters in general. Again, we have a strong female lead, which I super appreciate because we're getting so many of them in Star Wars now. It's wonderful. But also the cast was so diverse. Definitely actually the most diverse cast we've ever seen in a Star Wars movie, which is very important. And just the characterization, I liked every character. I enjoyed every single character. One thing, I don't know anybody's name. Obviously we have, like, you know, Jin and Cassian and K2SO and Vader, well, you know, all our old favorites, but everyone else I'm like, yeah, the blind guy, and yeah, the blind guy's friend, and then that dude that did that cool thing. Sorry if you're watching this like as a Star Wars fan and you're like, this girl is ignorant. I just didn't catch them. I didn't catch the names. I think the coolest thing about this movie is that we find out why the Death Star was so easy to destroy in the first place, which has been like a humongous plot hole in the Star Wars franchise. It's like, oh, pshoo, it's done. Why was that, you know, why was that so easy? Why did that happen? Why does this exist? And we finally find out that this was made to have that flaw. I just thought it was so cool that they addressed that, and now we know that Urso created the Death Star with that kill switch, basically. And that just answered like a huge unanswered question / gripe that Star Wars fans have. So I thought that was so good. Oh my god, that part was so good. Thank you for doing that, Rogue One. Thank you for so many things, Rogue One. I really appreciated the fact that this movie looked like a Star Wars movie, like it looked like the original trilogy, even just like the cinematography, the costuming, aesthetically, because we'll get into storyline later. It looks like it's part of that original trilogy. So just from a visual standpoint, I thought that Rogue One blends pretty seamlessly with the other three movies. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of technology that's happened in between that time, but Rogue One still kind of carried that 70s and 80s vibe. And I guess while we're talking about how it looked like the old movies, like, holy crap, they used old footage. They used old pilot footage from the original movie, which was freaking awesome. And I thought it was so cool how we see Red 5, and he, like so many others in this movie, everyone in this movie does not make it. So like the call sign for Red 5 is now available, and it's like, oh, hey, we know that guy. We know who Red 5 is gonna be. And I'm sorry I'm having like huge nerd moments about this movie. I just really loved it. Like, Rogue One, you killed me. We got to see Death Troopers for the first time, and those were really cool. I also like that we got to see the old Stormtroopers again. I do like the First Order design, but like the old Stormtroopers, again, like this movie, if you like to get nostalgic about Star Wars like I do, you're gonna like poop your pants basically watching this thing. But we got Death Troopers, and they can aim, guys. Like, they can shoot something and actually hit it. And while it was sad that it had to be Jin's mother, we saw some pretty badass stormtroopers like aim, shoot, destroy. My favorite characters in the Star Wars franchise always wind up being the droids. And we got a new droid, and he was, oh, I loved him so much. K2SO was probably my favorite character in the movie. He made me laugh a bunch, and he also made me cry a little. So I really loved this new addition to the Star Wars droid family, and I hope that with the continued Star Wars movies coming up, we get new members who are just as great as K2SO, because Alan Tudyk did such an amazing job. Jumping to the end of the movie, that Vader scene was, holy crap, probably my favorite scene of all time of any Star Wars movie. All the rebels are trying so desperately to pass along the information down this hallway, and he's just like mowing everybody down, and he's not even trying very hard. It's just everything's so effortless for him, and I think that we forget because we don't see Darth Vader in action so much anymore. And you know, like, it was kind of, we did in the original trilogy, it was just kind of like big and lumbering a little bit. Obviously we see Anakin in those movies, but as a big fan of Vader, I kind of forget sometimes that he's scary. I know that sounds stupid, but this scene definitely like drives home the point and helps you remember that he is so powerful and so terrifying, and that's what makes him such a great villain. So thank you for adding that, because that, and it's the first time we see a lightsaber in the whole movie. Movie's almost over, and it's the first time you get that flash of red light, and it's like, wah, which is another nod to how amazing Rogue One is. It's not necessarily about the Force, and it's not necessarily about Jedi. We go through this whole movie, we see one lightsaber at the end, and like, I didn't even care. I was fine. I was so fine with that. I am gonna wrap this up because I feel like I could talk forever about this movie, and I have so many other things that I want to say, but I just, you know, this video can't be like 5 hours long, and it could totally be 5 hours long. But the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I know I mentioned how aesthetically the movie really like ties into the original trilogy and like rolls right into New Hope. Well, story-wise, this movie, like, it ends and there goes New Hope. Like, I wanted to watch A New Hope as soon as I got home, and I think I'm probably going to try to do that today. They show R2 and C-3PO kind of in the middle of the movie, and they're on the Rebel base, and you remember, you know, you kind of remember that, yeah, like, they're totally queued up to go for A New Hope. The information they collect is going straight to R2. Throughout the movie, I was getting the constant reminder that, yeah, this is like the prequel to New Hope, but I didn't realize quite how far they were going to take that. While Rogue One is not considered a saga movie, it doesn't have the crawl at the beginning and all of that, Rogue One is absolutely a saga movie, and it might as well be called Episode 0, and I don't think anybody would be mad about that, really. It just leads so beautifully into the next one, and that scene with Leia at the end, wow, CGI Leia was not my favorite thing. I thought CGI Grand Moff Tarkin was way better than CGI Leia, but I mean, all she does is look adorable and say, "It's Hope," so that's whatever. And just all of the general callbacks they have to Hope, you know, rebellions are built on hope, and that, oh, I'm getting the feels. That running theme of hope being so important for the rebellion not only serves as an important storytelling tool to move on to the next movie, but it's also a message that's important for us to carry with us today, because we ourselves are in some dark times, and we are going to need all the hope we can get to just survive somehow. So now I'm really going to cut it off here. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you agreed with any of my crazy ramblings. I cannot believe they just killed everybody at the end. I can, but I can't, you know what I mean? If you feel the same way, let me know. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you are one with the Force, and the Force is with you. Bye.